So, imagine this. Imagine that you had the ability to manifest anything. That whenever you thought something, it instantly shows up in your reality. What would you do with that kind of power? Maybe you would end world hunger. I want world hunger ended, world hunger gone. Maybe you want to make $1 billion. I want to be a billionaire, boom, it manifests. Maybe you just want to have the freedom you want to travel, to experience life however you want to experience it. Whatever it is that you would think of that is your dream reality, anything that you think of can be your dream reality. The only gap between what you want, what you desire, and what manifests in your reality is your beliefs. It is the programming that has been put onto you by society, your parents, by the school system, by the government, by your friends, by your family, whoever it is, even by you, by social media, content creators, influencers, entrepreneurs, whatever it is. The only gap between what you desire and what you have is your intention. It is your ability to focus on creating that reality and knowing that reality can be manifest. That is the only thing in your way. And so in this video, I want to explain to you the science and the spirituality of oneness. The science and spirituality of reprogramming your mind so that you can manifest your dream reality. Let's get into it. So in this video, I want to read you guys a newsletter that I just dropped this morning. If you guys want to check out my newsletter, you also get access to my free Digital Alchemist Blueprint that'll be dropping on Friday, October 4th. So you join up my newsletter, it's in the description. If you want my daily emails, I make emails on spirituality, entrepreneurship, love, creativity. I'm going to be talking more about science now. Honestly, whatever I want. But it's always there to provide value to you, okay? So I want to read you guys my newsletter from this morning. I titled it, Your Programming Has You Living a Lie. The Science and Spirituality of Oneness. Science and spirituality are one. No, Jaden. Science is objective and spirituality is woo-wah. I like to make clips in the reader's voice. It's pretty funny. Not quite though. See, quantum physics proves that science is quite woo-wah itself. Here's how to use both science and spirituality to achieve your goals and manifest your dream reality. The quantum field is an energy phenomenon that is made up of energy vibrations, in addition to which they can take on the type of quality that is expressed in the form of material phenomenon too. So the quantum field is an energy phenomenon. It's made of energy vibrations. However, it can also manifest into a material form, right? It can be immaterial and material, energy and matter. However, the most puzzling discovery was that the quantum field may manifest in the form of either a wave or a particle, as an energy or matter, depending not only on the interpretation of the observer, but on their presence and, most importantly, their intention too. When an observer, a human, is present during an experiment to prove that quantum energy is a particle, such a result follows suit and quantum energy behaves like a particle. When an experiment is conducted to prove that quantum energy is a wave, once again the corresponding result is obtained. Conscious intention determines the result. What I just read to you was from Ivan Antic and the Physics of Consciousness. That was a book I was reading this morning on my Kindle. And it sparked just such a flame in me to create this video. I actually had another video I was thinking about making today, but I was like, I just felt so excited to make this one, so I wanted to come at you guys with this one, right? So, I don't know about you guys, but that seems like some woo-wah shit to me. The intention of the observer creates the reality in which their intention is based on. If you intend to see a wave, you see a wave. If you intend to see a particle, you see a particle. Whatever you put your focus and intention on will manifest in your physical reality. Just as science teaches this, spirituality also teaches this. The quantum field, like all things in our material world, is made of consciousness. Consciousness, or spirit, is the fabric of our reality, is what everything is made out of, it is what it ties everything together. The source of reality is consciousness. And so if we want to manipulate the fabric of reality, we must use our connection to that fabric. We must use our own consciousness. To manipulate the outer world, we must use our inner world. The yogis, Buddhists, tantrics, and even Jesus Christ himself all taught of this, the mirror principle, that we are both our inner world and our outer world, that our outer world, or our external reality, is our mirror of our internal world, that our inner world, or internal state, our internal state is composed of our mindset, our beliefs, our emotional well-being. That internal state projects outside of us to manifest our outer world. The inner and outer worlds are one. In the Lost Gospel of Thomas, Jesus says, "The Father's realm exists both within and outside of you. When you fathom yourselves, you will then be recognized, and you will realize that you are offspring of the living Father. However, without self-awareness, you dwell in destitution, and you are that destitution." That's saying 3 from the Gospel of Thomas, or it's like the second half of saying 3. Jesus teaches us that God's realm is both an internal and an external experience. All is within God's realm. Our mind, our body, our spirit, our heart, none of that is separate. Our outer world, what we experience, this camera that I'm recording on, this chair that I'm sitting on, these clothes that I'm wearing, the trees outside, the clouds in the air, clouds in the sky, all are a part of God's reality, God's realm, and all is our experience. If we don't recognize that, we are in destitution, and destitution means that we are in poverty so extreme that we lack the ability to provide for ourselves. Sheesh. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Jesus was brutal with that one, am I right? Destitution, like damn. So in poverty that you can't provide for yourself? But think about that, that makes sense. If you can't perceive the truth, then how can you live in the true nature of reality, which is abundance? Abundance is the true nature of reality. God's true nature is infinite love and abundance. And if that is the truth of reality, when we're perceiving an illusion, we must be perceiving a lie. That must mean that our reality is reflecting a lie. And so instead of seeing abundance, which is the truth, we see lack, which is the lie. When we don't see the nature of reality, we are deep in the belief of lack. Deep in lack consciousness, deep in poverty consciousness, deep in victim consciousness, believing that life is happening to us, that we don't have any agency, that we can't control our lives. Who told this to turn off? I like having that on. We all have the agency to create our reality, but we've been programmed to believe that we're helpless, that we're victims, that life happens to us instead of for us. However, we all have the ability to create our reality, to tap into the true nature of reality, that of infinite love and abundance, which is God. The source is love. The source is abundance. The source is infinite creativity. And since we are created in God's image, Genesis 1:26 rather, let us create man and create them in our likeness. That must mean that we are also capable, that we are also infinite love, infinite abundance, unlimited creativity. We are created in God's image, which means we must also have the capacity for all of these things. The capacity to manifest whatever we want in our reality. And like I told you, the only gap between that of what you want and that of what you have is your belief and your intention to have that thing, the resolve that you have, the conviction that you have to be the being that possesses those things, to take the actions that move you closer to that being. That is the only difference. That is the only gap you have to overcome. And trust me, it's probably a big gap, because there are many limited beliefs that we've been programmed to believe. But step one is recognizing those beliefs. Step two is accepting that we have those beliefs, feeling the feelings that come with those beliefs, and then choosing to believe other beliefs, recognizing that those beliefs aren't true. Lack is not real. Abundance is the nature of our reality. Lack is an illusion. And although we can perceive and we can experience lack in our physical reality, that perception, that experience, is merely a reflection of our belief in lack in our internal reality. We all have access to creator consciousness. God is the creator. We are created in God's image. That must mean we are also the creator. The only difference between me and you and God is that God has an infinite mind and we have a finite mind. God's mind can create infinite realities with infinite possibilities. And although we also have the capacity to have infinite possibilities at our disposal, we can only create one reality, our own reality. But that is still powerful. That is still creator consciousness. We can use the mirror principle to manipulate our inner world, and thus create the outer world that we want to experience. Let's refer back to Ivan Antich's The Physics of Consciousness to see how science supports this. The mind has the fine ability to create a virtual reality, the matrix, if you will. It is the merging point of the outward and inward of our being. In its neutral capacity, it merely coordinates the perception of our senses and is able to decide and filter what goes in and what does not, and also what exists. In reality, due to its neutral position, the mind stands at the gateway, not able to decide at will, objectively and correctly, but only the way it has been coached to decide. The mind creates your reality based on your filter of perception. Your mind can only do what you tell it to do. The mind can only manifest a reality that you believe it can manifest. The mind can only take action in alignment with a vision, with a purpose, with a goal that you believe is achievable. That you know in your heart of heart that God can guide you towards. And if you don't have that belief, if you don't have that conviction, that knowing, your mind can't do it. The mind is capable of infinite possibilities, like I told you. And this is the foundation of my no-limit mindset. Your only limitations are the ones that you put on yourself. That's it. There's a caveat, or at least the ones that you allow other people to put onto you. I don't include that in the quote because it's a bit wordy, but it's important. Your only limitations are the ones that you put on yourself, or that you allow others to put onto you. There are no limitations in this universe except the limitations that you allow to limit you. That's it. That's it. When I was just getting started in my YouTube and business journey, well, not just getting started, I started my journey back in December, and for 6 months I went like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, no consistency, didn't believe in myself, wasn't relying on God, I was trying to do all this shit alone, right? Eventually in April I got my head out of my ass, and I was like, I think I need God to do these things, and so I've done that, right? But back in May 15th is when I started uploading daily videos, and I uploaded daily videos from May 15th to August 24th, 101 days, but maybe about a week or two in my daily upload journey in May, I made a video about how I had such immense purpose, such immense fulfillment on the things I was doing every day, creating content. because I felt like I was really serving my prior self, that I was serving the collective, that I was giving and giving love, giving value, sharing wisdom, right? These things. And I felt immense fulfillment. Purpose bears the fruit of fulfillment. And although I was fulfilled, I didn't have much money yet. I wasn't making any money online yet. The thing is, I was calling myself broke. I was in the broke mentality. And one day I got a comment, it said, yo, Jaden, great content, you know what I mean? I love what you're doing, but the first step to not being broke is to stop viewing yourself as broke. And I'd heard this before, and I was like, yeah, when I saw that comment, I was like, yeah, I should definitely not do that anymore. And I had a bit of resistance to it at first, because I was like, oh, well, just calling myself broke doesn't really mean that much, right? Wrong. I was focusing on being broke. Those were the thoughts. Those were where my intention was going. Oh, I'm broke, I don't have money. I have fulfillment, which is awesome, but I don't have money. I was focusing on what I didn't have. I was focusing on lack. That was creating a reality of lack. You know what I mean? Let me actually, let's pause real quick. I want to read you guys a short tweet I wrote this morning based talking about this. Your mind creates your reality through focus and intention. When I focused on being broke, I stayed broke. When I focused on providing value and impact, I made money online. Focus on what you want instead of what you lack. When we feed our mind the correct mindsets, patterns, notions, or paradigms, we give it the programming to create the reality we want to experience. When I stopped focusing on being broke, I started focusing, okay, I am abundant. And abundance is my nature. Of course I'm abundant. I have love. I have God's love. I have love for myself. I have the love I'm giving to others. I have creativity that allows me to create consistently every day. I have wisdom that I'm spreading. Of course I'm abundant. I stopped viewing myself as broke because I wasn't. And then, what happened? From May 15th to June 1st, no money online, cool. From June 1st to June 12th, still didn't make much. But on June 12th, I got my first sale. Granted, it was for $16.21. But yo, let me tell you how much of a mind breaker it is to make money online. You go from only being able to receive money through other people or through a job to making internet dollars, Wi-Fi money. It's pretty fucking absurd, Honor. It's pretty absurd. Once I stopped focusing on lack and focused on abundance and what I wanted, right? On providing value, on having love, having fulfillment, on providing impact, boom, I was able to manifest money in my reality. This also happened with my relationships with women. For 5 years, right? I only focused on, oh, I want a girl, I want a relationship, oh, I need someone to make me feel whole, right? I like to say that I dated the same girl for 5 years, except it was 15 different girls. And it was all because I was in such a lack consciousness. I was in, oh, I need somebody for my emotional well-being. I need someone to make me feel good. I'm not whole without somebody else. I need a relationship. It's just purely focused on lack. But, a month and a half into my YouTube journey, consistently, right halfway through May, I just started feeling this no, that's not true. About 2 months in, during July, I was just in this mindset of I'm so abundant, I'm so fulfilled. Of course a woman would want me. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of healing from last July to this July. It really took me a year, but I got to a point where I was like, yo, if a woman comes, let's go. But if she doesn't, I'm not tripping at all. You know what I mean? Because I'm so internally fulfilled, but of course a woman will want me. I look good. I'm going places. I got things going for me. It's what are we talking about? Why wouldn't she want to come along for the ride? And as soon as I got into that mindset, right, maybe the first, second week of July, on July 15th, I began manifesting my dream partner. 24 days later, on August 8th, I got married to my wife. All because I was focusing on what I had and what I wanted, instead of what I was lacking. I was using my internal frequency. I was using my abundance. I was using my intention to create my reality. And that manifested my dream partner. The mind creates your reality based on your filter of perception. When we feed our mind the correct mindsets, patterns, notions, or paradigms, we give it the programming to create the reality that we want to experience. And so how do we download this new programming into our minds? We look to those that are where we want to be. Creators, artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, scientists, philosophers, spiritual guides. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as they have beliefs, as long as they have wisdom that you resonate with, and allow you to shed away your previous limited beliefs, they're good in my book. Surround yourself with people that are more like the person you want to become. Everyone and everything you consume is programming your mind. And so if you choose the right programming, you create your dream reality. You are the creator of your reality. And if you no longer believe it, or if you still don't believe it rather, then you have deep roots in victim consciousness. And if you do have those deep roots, you do have deep limited beliefs, I want to invite you guys to check out my free Purposeful Productivity mini course. You go through that course, honestly, you don't even have to go through the full thing. It's the free mini course is, like a quarter, or it's about a third of my full Purposeful Productivity course, which is half spirituality, mindsets, and energetics, and half strategies and how to actually create your online business. If you watch the first 4 videos of that mini course, it's about an hour of content, that will help you identify where your limited beliefs and your blocks are, so you can break them, so you can shatter your limited beliefs, so you can get to the next level of your mindset, the next level of your internal state that will allow you to create the next level of your external reality. Your external reality. Outernal is not a word, Jaden. Check out those free courses. You can also check out, I have a journaling course down there, a full 5-hour journaling course for free that guides you through how I personally use journaling to do a lot of inner work, a lot of mindset shifts, a lot of finding my awareness, a lot of pulling myself out of the shadow, integrating that self, doing a lot of shadow work. Check out those free courses in the description. Whatever one probably resonates with you more. If you're interested more in the mindset stuff, definitely check out Purposeful Productivity. If you feel like you already have a decent amount of awareness and you like journaling, check out that journaling course, okay? Those 2 courses will truly, truly, truly give you the tools that you need completely for free, right? They're right here hosted on YouTube. Those 2 courses will give you the tools that you need to identify your limited beliefs, shatter those limited beliefs. If you're still having trouble, hey, I want you to come reach out to me personally. My DMs are in the description, my Instagram and my Twitter DMs, my Instagram and Twitter handles. Both of those are in the descriptions. Come shoot me a DM. I'd love to talk with you. I'd love to help you figure out where that is for you. And if you're ready to take the next step to spiritually evolving and using your unique skills, becoming a digital alchemist, turning your pain into purpose and profit, I'd love to invite you to my one-to-one coaching program, where you can not only master the feminine energetics of business, but the masculine strategies of business as well, of being a coach, a mentor, or a course creator, and using YouTube funnels to fuel that business. I basically just teach you everything I know about spirituality and business. So if that entices you, if you're ready to commit to that, go in the description and apply to my program, okay? My name is Jaden. I'm here building the community of spiritual creators and spiritual entrepreneurs, people who want to spread love, spread education, spread fulfillment, abundance, love, creativity. I already said love. Love's important. We should double down on that one. Us that want to reach financial independence doing what we love every day. If that's something you want to be a part of, come join us. Come drop a sub, share, like the video, please. Join up the Digital Renaissance Creators movement, the Digital Alchemist movement. People who are turning their struggles into service, who are turning their wounds into wisdom, who are turning their pain into purpose and profit, turning their lead into gold. That is what digital alchemy is all about. It's about leveraging your skills, your experiences, the struggles that you went through, and using the power of YouTube and offer creation to create an offer that not only gives you immense fulfillment and purpose by serving, but also allows you to gain financial, location, and time freedom. That's what I'm about. That's the movement I'm building here. If that's a movement you want to join, come join it. I'd love to have you. Do it today. Be better for it tomorrow. Stay blessed and stay loving. I'll catch you on next vid. Dubs out.